Hi, my curious learners. So, are you excited for another session in grammar with me? We are back at your own learning platform, Learn Forward with your grammar book, the Grammar Hub by Feathercap for grade 6. And going ahead, we are going to learn more about conjunctions in chapter 19. Ready? So, let's get started. So here's the quick recap exercise from your past learning. Underline the conjunctions in the following sentences. Let's quickly do that. First sentence, and yes. Next is, walk fast or you'll miss the train. Perfect. Next, he tried climbing Mount Everest, but okay, he broke his arm and was crying for help. Perfect. Next, Rohit got hurt because he fell down. Perfect answer, children. So all the underlined words here are conjunctions. So they are words. But what are conjunctions and what are the different types of conjunctions? Conjunctions, we'll be learning about them. So conjunction is a joining word. That's the easiest definition I can give to you. A conjunction is a word that is used to join together. But if it's a joining word, what does it join? The question is that. So it can join two words, it can join two phrases, it can join two sentences also, it can join two clauses also, children. So any of these can be joined together. Now, if we look at Jack and Jill, so here we are connecting two words using and. Both of them are noun. Hurry up, otherwise you will be late. So on one side we are saying hurry up, that is one sentence. You will be late for school is another, and we are joining them using otherwise. He was poor, though he was happy. Again, we are connecting two sentences. He was poor, he was happy, using the word though. So these are the conjunctions. You have already given these in example. Now, what is the function of conjunctions we need to understand? So, conjunctions are used to add similar things to form a group. Two similar things, like if I say Mahima wants to visit Nasik, Mahima also wants to visit Mumbai. So, that means these are two similar things. That means two places where Mahima wants to visit. That's adding up using and, right? So we are joining them. Now we can also use conjunctions to join contrasting ideas. For example, I say tea is hot but juice is cold. So they are two contrasts. Something is cold, something is hot. So opposite. Here also we have an example. The days are very hot but the nights are pleasant. So two contrasting things are joined together. We use but here, and we'll be learning about more conjunctions. We also use conjunctions to show choice. So if you have to make a choice, you use the word or. So study well, otherwise you will fail. I can also ask you, do you want a chocolate or a pizza? So here you have a choice. That means you can take just one out of these. So you have a choice. You used the word or also. That is also fine. Then to logically derive something. For example, when you give a reason for something. Why are you late today? I got late because I missed my bus. So you are giving a reason. To logically derive something. I'm not going to the singing class because I have a sore throat. So you are giving a reason here. A question to why, always in any of your subjects, whenever you see question, why question. So you give an answer with because, isn't it? So that gives the reason. And then to mark or suggest a condition. You are making a condition to be fulfilled. You cannot go home unless you complete the work. So this is your condition. If you fulfill it, you can go ahead with the first action. If you do not fulfill it, you cannot, that first will not happen. That means this is the condition. So you are using the conjunction unless for here, right? And see children, unless you complete the work, if you write unless, so the negative part of this comes here. That means if you do not complete the work, you cannot go home, right? So moving ahead, we have the different kinds of conjunctions. We have just learnt what different functions can conjunction perform, and now the different kinds of conjunctions. The first category is the coordinating conjunction, and coordination comes when the two are at the same pace, right? So coordinating conjunctions are the conjunctions which join two sentences which are equally important, right? So we have a conjunction used to join two independent statements. We have learnt about independent and dependent clauses. So when we join two independent statements, two independent clauses that are equally important, that conjunction is called coordinating conjunction. And what are the words used here? We have and, or, but, so, otherwise, yet, nevertheless, as well as, still. And how can you remember that, children? Let us first read the examples. I am going to give you a quick word and acronym that I always try to give to you to make your learning easier and interesting also. So first let's read what do the coordinating conjunctions do, how two sentences of the same importance are connected. He likes apples, he likes mangoes always also. So you cannot make a choice. Sometimes you like to have both the things, isn't it? They are equally important. So you are using the word and here. You must run or you will miss the bus. So here running is also important and you have to catch the bus. So you are joining. There's a choice. Either you do this or this. That means you must run, and if you do not run, what will happen? You will miss the bus. So one thing is sure to happen. Either you don't run fast, your bus will be missed. And if you run fast, so this is done, then you are not going, this is not going to happen. You will not miss, right? So there is a choice. Nitin worked hard, but he did not win the prize. So it's a contrast here. She is ill, she is at home. Here you are giving the result. What happened because she is ill? So she is at home. Next, I was tired, yet I watched the show. So again contrast. When you are tired, you don't feel watching the show, but you continued with it. That means yet. It can also be still. Right? So these are all the examples of coordinating conjunctions which have joined two sentences of equal importance. And how do you remember them? We have F-A-N. You know what is this? Yes, it's over your head. That's a fan. And then we have boys. Fan boys is like, you can just remember this out of one. So F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nevertheless. Then B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for still. So you can remember so many coordinating conjunctions just by this acronym, and it is fanboys to make your learning easier. Let us repeat. F is for, A is and, N is nevertheless, B is but, O is or, then Y is yet, and S is still. So will that be easy for you to remember these coordinating conjunctions? Hats off. Okay. Now we have an exercise for you. Complete the sentences using the correct coordinating conjunctions. So this will help you out here, children. Right? When these are not given, here the words are also given. But sometimes when the words are not given and you are like, I can use any conjunction. No. Focus on fanboys and see which of these can be used in your sentences. I did my homework, dash, cleaned my room. So is it possible you could have managed doing both the things, right? So, and is cleaned, conjunction here. We can go to the movie, we can go to the mall. So can you manage going at both the places? No, that means there is a choice. Or, I cannot give you any money, I have none. So here you are giving you the reason. Because is a subordinating conjunction. That is why I have given you here. So you cannot use because here. They have asked you particularly to use coordinating conjunction. Gone is the class when you were asked only to use conjunctions. Now they may specify use coordinating, use subordinating conjunctions. So make sure here I cannot give you money. You cannot say because I have none. You will have to say in place of because, what will you say? For, right? This is the first in fanboys. Now I will study every night dash I pass the test. That gives you the condition until, not and. He dash I will come to the station. He or I. Yes. It can be both also. That means both are going. He and I will come to the station. He or I will come to the station. So here you are making a choice and here you are saying both will come. And see here, and is also the coordinating conjunction, or is also the coordinating conjunction. So just go for any of these two, right? So I hope the fanboys has made your task easier. Going ahead, we have the correlative conjunctions. Children, here actually these are two words which are not used together, but yes, they are used in the same sentence at two places at some distance. They are a bit apart, but then they are used together. And if you use just one word out of it, the meaning will be changed. Even a single word is used in sentences, but then it is not used in the same sense as we use the correlative conjunctions. Here, conjunctions used in pairs, they are called correlative conjunctions, and they give the force of a single conjunction only, because I said that they will be used in the sentence together. So if they are used alone, see, their meanings get changed or they remain incomplete. Anything can happen, right? Main correlative, what are the main correlative conjunctions? Both and, either or, neither nor, not also, but also. Not only, but also. So not only this, but also this. Like this we say. So look at the sentences given below. If we say children, both love and respect. That means both the conditions are going. They love also, they respect also Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, our former president. Next, either buy the book or leave it. This should also be blue. That means you are giving both the things. Either you do this or this, so you are giving a choice. Now, Vishu can neither read nor write. So again, we are denying that both the actions. We are saying that he cannot do any of these two actions. So again, these are used as correlative conjunctions. Amir Khan not only acts, but also directs films. So that means it is not only this action, but also this. That means both the actions are going. He can do both the things, right? So here we have an exercise. Complete the sentences with appropriate correlative conjunctions. So children, here we have 5 conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, but you have 6 sentences and some of them can also be replaced. We can use more than one at a place, but we can use more than one at one blank. We can also use the same at 2 different blanks. So they can be exchanged also. It's not only the one answer that you get. So it is dash my brother, dash my sister will visit you in Dubai. What are the options? Hardly when, not possible. Either or, yes, it can happen, either my sister or my brother. Both my brother and my sister, even this is okay. Neither my sister nor my brother, that is also okay. So you want to say both will not come, none of them will come. And whether or cannot happen here. So for the first sentence, you can say either or, both and, neither nor, all are correct, right? Coming to the next, dash my mother, dash my father were born in this country. So it can be maybe neither or it can be both. You cannot say either or because you know very well about the birthplace of your parents. So we say either or only when we are not sure whether this or this. So either or will not go in the second sentence, but in the second sentence we can go for this both. They were both born. You can also say neither of them was born. Okay. Next, I don't know dash, we will go for the closing ceremony dash not. Oh, it's just one option possible and you got it correct. Number 3 can be this only. Next, dash you go there, dash you stay at home. Either you go there or you stay at home is possible. So this one is possible. Another one possible is hardly you go there when you stay at home. That means whenever you are at home, whenever you stay home, you hardly visit that place. Otherwise, you just love being there. You go there very often. So both of these can be possible at number 4. Next, Jasmine excelled dash in music in sports. So it can be both. This can be the correct answer. Let me write mark of exclamation here for the 5th one. And even it can be that he doesn't go for any of these. So it can be excelled neither in music nor in sports. So the person wanted her to go in something at least, but then she couldn't excel in any of them. My uncle is dash a famous businessman, dash a champion golfer. So here also both possibilities are fine. That means he is both. This can be the possibility at number 6, and it can be neither of them. So he is neither a famous businessman nor a champion golfer. Any of these can be possible, and again you can use here either or also, but then they are actually two different streams. So it's not like you say about one stream. So I will not prefer going for either or, right? Going ahead, we have subordinating conjunctions. Just like coordinating conjunctions, we said they join the two independent sentences, but in coordinating conjunctions, they join the clauses which are subordinating. One clause is the main clause, the other one is the subordinating clause. And some common coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions are after, before, unless, although, if, until, as, since, when, because, than, while. See, because is here in subordinating conjunctions, and when you were doing the exercise on coordinating conjunctions, you said because, so I stopped you because it is not coordinating. In place of because, you use for as the coordinating conjunction, right? So we have to be careful about this list. Now look at these sentences. I found a ring as I was walking in the park. So you get a subordinating clause because you have a subordinating conjunction here. I missed the flight again because of the traffic jam. So you get a subordinating conjunction here. She did not return home until dark. So that is again, you mean to say until it was dark. So what until it was dark? That doesn't give you a complete sense. It needs some support. So that is subordinating. Keep on working while I am away. What do you have to do while I am away? So that sentence will complete the meaning. So this is subordinating. I must meet you after the holidays. So again, after is the subordinating conjunction here. So we have an exercise. You have to fill in the blanks with subordinating conjunctions. Answer the question dash you sit down. Before you sit down. You cannot answer after you sit down, please. So the teacher says, first give me the answer before you sit down. Next, do you remember the scene dash Ram kills Ravan? When Ram kills Ravan. Perfect. Next, the car slowed down dash it reached the police post. When it reached the police post, or you can also say as it reached the police post, so it slowed down. Dash the fuel prices go up, the cost of vegetables increases. It is one of the conditions. The fuel prices go up, the cost of bringing, carriage, transport increases. So the cost of vegetables also increases. So we can say here when, or we can say while. Anything else? After, before, although, if, until. We can also say if. If the fuel prices go up, the cost of vegetables increases. The student stood up, dash the principal entered. It is the student stood up as the principal entered. Right? So this list is going to help you out with the subordinating conjunctions. So what you have learned in this session till now, it's time to recall. Conjunctions, they are joining words. They can join words, sentences, or even phrases. They can join clauses also. Now there are three kinds of conjunctions we have done. First is the coordinating conjunctions, where the two statements connected are, they are of equal importance. And what is the acronym? I have told you to remember these. Yes, perfect. A loud shout from all of you tells me, makes me, ensures me that you love these acronyms, right? Next, correlative conjunctions are in pairs and we use them together in the sentence. If we use one of them, that gives some incomplete meaning or the meaning gets changed. And the subordinating conjunctions are used to join sentences where one sentence is actually dependent on the other. One is the subordinating clause, right? So, moving ahead, we have an exercise for you. Practice to perfecting the correct answer. A conjunction joins what? Words, group of words, sentences, clauses, all of these. Yes, they join all of these. Our teacher is old. He is physically very fit. And no, being old, you expect somebody not to be so fit. So these are two contrasts. So what will you use? But. Ravi cannot run fast. His leg is paining. So what do you get here? The reason. Which conjunction will be used? Because his leg is paining. Now in the next exercise, you have correct the incorrect conjunctions in the given sentences. Let's see. I was disgusted, whereas I kept smiling. Not whereas. I was disgusted, but it can be still. It was really disgusting, but still I kept smiling. We better get ready and we may not reach the airport on time. Oh, how can two things, both the things happen? If you get ready faster, you will reach. So, we better get ready or we may not reach the airport on time. Mr. Reddy was sick for he watched the show? No, contrast. So, still he watched the show. Next, I opened the door but looked out. You did both the actions, both are equally important. Yes, and looked out. Next, do you know this address? Yet telephone number? Not yet. So even if you know one of, I'll be able to contact the person. So a choice is there, right? So this was all in conjunctions from my side. Hope you enjoyed learning the new topic, the new terms here with conjunctions. Keep learning making the difference between the coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. I'm sure correlative conjunctions are very easy because we use them in pairs, right? So we'll be coming up with more interesting sessions with Mini in grammar ahead. Till then, happy learning, children.